Alright, today we're going to replace the inner axle seals on this Jeep. I've already taken the wheels off and jacked it up and all that. Removed the diff cover. I'm about to take the tie rod off. Make it a little easier to get everything out. You can just get it out of the way. You don't have to do this, but it's easier to get it out of the way. But I already got it kind of loosened up on both sides. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can set it up to where you can see what I'm doing here. It just makes it a lot easier to get to everything. Alright, I guess we're going to take the brakes off next. Alright, in order to take the calipers off, you got to take this bolt right here off. And there's one down here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's down here. And they are both 21 millimeter. I'm taking this bolt right here out. I'll take the whole caliper and bracket and everything off. I got it hanging up there. Alright, got the rotor off. Then we're going to take these. There's 3 of them. I'm going to spray a little penetrating oil on there first and let it sit for a minute. But yeah, that's the next step on this side. This is the long side. If you've never used this stuff right here, miracle stuff. Alright, let's see if I can struggle these things up out of there. Let's see if I can break this tool here. I don't have a bigger ratchet or an adapter. There we go. Things are in there. I'm going to take this wheel speed sensor off right here. It's pretty new, so it should come out with no problem. Show you what I'm talking about. It's wheel speed sensor right here. It should come right out. It ain't been in there very long. If I break it, I'll just go buy another one. I think I just broke it. That thing was booger to get in there. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the whole hub and axle and everything out at the same, instead of trying to take the hub off. I don't really need to. This might be a struggle. Yeah, I don't want to. Oh. I'm sure you're going to be yelling, oh, there's another bolt. There's another bolt, but here. Gotta get this last bolt out. That's why I wasn't moving. Something broke. There we go. That was easy. There. Forgive me, I'm old. It takes me a minute to do stuff. There we go. Alright, well there you have it. Let's get these plastic rings here. This thing. I don't know how many. There's just one more. Alright, I guess we're going to go for the other side. Do the exact same thing. Alright, I pretty much got the other side. Got the brakes off of it. I didn't want to bore you with it because it's the same thing as the other side. Getting the wheel speed sensor off and kind of at the point of trying to get this spindle off here. This side is the one that prompted the whole thing, and me doing it because it's leaking right there. Pretty gross. In order to take this, if you ever had to change these out, you have to take this apart if you want to get it out. I had to do it. Yep, that's the side that did it. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of a little dim lighting, but they're 16 millimeter. We gotta take them caps off. These are already marked with a C that way. They have to go back exactly how they come off. This one's marked with a C that way. It's always a good idea to inspect everything as you take it apart, because, I mean, you got it apart, might as well replace anything that's messed up. I had to go to Home Depot, and I had to get me a 4-foot piece of black iron pipe. That's probably going to do it. I got to drive these seals out. And I got my new seals here. They're national. Here's the part number. But I guess I'm gonna try to put them in. Struggle them in. Got this handy dandy seal putter in her. Or something like that. I got everything cleaned up. Use the old cheek poker as Derek from Vice Grip says. I'm gonna put some black RTV around this. Put the seal in. That may be the bottom, almost. One more ugga dugga. I think that's it. That's gotta be it. All right, one more. did wrong, but it was too easy. All right, we're going to be torquing these down to 45 foot-pounds. Remember to get everything started before you torque them down. Just tighten one of them down, it may not. The other ones may not start. It's easier to get everything started first. And we'll get this one over here. Alright, I'll tighten this speed sensor back up. Pretty much all I gotta do is put the brakes back on. It's easier to put a lug nut down there to hold it in place. At least keep it from falling on you. This chair really is loud. And then this chair, not really a chair, it's a stool. but it sure is loud. Got this in the way. Alright, well this side's back together. Except a couple of zip ties. I gotta find some zip ties. I don't know if I got them or not. Hold that back. It's really not a good idea, but if you can see this side, I kind of got it in there. Wasn't too bad. I ain't got it all the way in. I just got it kind of shoved in there a little bit. Get this jewel back in there. So I'm going to put some grease on these bolts too because they're kind of rusty. I'm turning the steering wheel and everything, so that's why this side's difficult. These sharpening tools ain't what they used to be. I'm kind of cleaning this diff cover up right here. About ready to put everything back on. Just go ahead and put this in there and put 80-90 gear oil in there. And I'll be done. Put the tie rod back on. And the wheels and tires, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you do this job. It wasn't that hard. Pretty much anybody can do it. If you got any kind of mechanical knowledge, just make sure that everything goes back the way it should, the way it came off. But it's really not that difficult of a job.